Hello, and once again, we are live to the Modern Mystery School UK EU podcast and YouTube channel. And today we are joined by the lovely Zyapa. How are you today?
I'm doing really well. It's very beautiful and sunny here in the south, so I'm very happy.
Well, we are very jealous here in London. We do have a little bit of, kind of break in the clouds, but no sunshine. So thank you for bringing that ray of sunshine in. And I am so excited to chat to you today because you have a really interesting background. Of those people that have read your bio, you have done lots of different things, such as from the business world, but yet also from the arts, the modeling, that kind of thing. So you've got this very interesting background. And I wonder if we could just jump straight in and find out, why would you want to become a ritual master? What drew you to that?
Yeah. I think really it was just a calling. At the time I really didn't know much about it. And it came up and I'd gone through something very difficult. My brother passed away, and there was something, I don't know, I think there was something about going deep into that feeling of losing, my brother, and that loss that just opened something up. And it just felt like the right step for me. And I really don't have a reason except that it just felt like the right calling.
I think that's really important, because I think a lot that's going to really resonate with a lot of people, because a lot of people don't actually know exactly what the ritual master path is or what it entails, but yet they feel that they feel so drawn to it.
Right.
And I think that's so special, to urge people to listen to that calling.
Definitely. Yeah, and I think part of what was really nice about it, I think when I stepped onto the Ritual Master path, even Ritual Master 1, when I was sitting in the room, I mean, of course you sit there and you're like, oh, this is why I'm here. And then all the things that I was questioning from childhood, from, going to church when I was young, from, just knowing things inside of myself, it all came to be so clear why I was questioning them, what the answers were. And just, it was like I was really awakening to the truth that was already inside of me. And, I love that you kind of brought up the diversity in my background, because I have done lots of things and I'm very, interested in lots of things. But at the end of the day, I really think that there's a way for us to be whole and to really integrate all these things about ourselves and not feel so disconnected. And I do think being on the Ritual Master path helped me with that, like really to sink into myself and to really know more truth of that, like the essence of who I am and why.
Yeah, I can relate to that a lot, because being a multidimensional being, we can do many different things. And I think our society kind of doesn't always support that. But
Right.
it's like walking the path. It's like, oh my goodness, this is one of my superpowers. I can
That's
do
right.
things,
Right.
It's so good. So I totally relate to that. Now, have you noticed any change? Because you do have this, you're very successful. And, have you noticed any difference in your life since walking the Ritual Master path, perhaps in any areas of those things that you do?
In any of those, yes, yes, yes. I think there's a couple things. One, I've always been a very sensitive person, like sensitive energetically, even when I had no idea what the energetics were that I was experiencing. And so I think walking the path and being able to, on the path, we're adjusting how we relate to ourselves primarily. And so being able to step more into, my true self and the empowerment, I think really helped me. And it also to help me be less sensitive, especially in the entertainment industry or modeling. I was really able to be more confident, I think, and firm in who I am and clear, in my mind, in my creative process. Um, yeah, I really think it all comes down to that, honestly, because we can do anything, but at the end of the day, we are the ones doing the thing,
Yeah.
and it really also helped me to understand people even better, and
Yeah.
the things that people are going through even better. So then I was able to be more compassionate and be more understanding and navigate all the situations better.
Mm. Again, I think that is those are very important points, and a lot of people will also understand that, myself included, because, you know, the sensitivity and being in certain situations, being in certain, with certain people, certain places, certain things. I mean, I was just talking about this the other day. Now I can go into any situation with any person, and I know that I'm going to come out and I'm going to be okay. And I'm going to be, you know, I'm going to be able to, you know, go and have a, you know, a nice drink afterwards of a cup of tea or something. You know, it's not going to influence my life, you know,
That's right.
in any negative way, which was the case beforehand. So this is very important, I think, for a lot of people out there. I guess my next question would be, of course, this ritual master path, you felt the calling, and, you know, it's made all these great changes. I mean, have you found it difficult at all in any way? Has there been any challenges? And if there has been any challenges, you know, has it aided you, you know, in your growth? Or, you know, if you could talk a little bit about that, that would be amazing.
Definitely. It's challenging. Let's just throw that out there. It's beautiful and it's challenging, and I wouldn't want to go backwards, not even a second. So the challenge has made me stronger. It's made me, I think, you know, for me, it does get, it is challenging, right? But I think because I have the calling and I don't doubt that it's the right thing for me to do, when the challenges arise, I know that I will get over them.
Yeah.
And so that makes me stronger. And then using the tools that I've received through the path and, you know, the teachings and everything that I've gained, not only am I working through the challenges, but then I'm able to translate that into other things in my life. So, I mean, it's really the epitome of how the journey makes you stronger and wiser and better.
Thank goodness. I love that. I absolutely love that. And in terms of your creativity, have you noticed, because ritual master can be seen as a very kind of disciplined or a very strict way, you know, of being, and you have this amazing flair for creativity, and I've seen you at work, and you know, helping Ruthie with the documentary and things like that. And has it aided you in any way? Does it aid creativity as well, would you say?
That's a good question. I would say it aids creativity in the way that it clears the channels. So I don't know that the ritual master path brings in creativity necessarily, but it helps me with my personal boundary so that I can access my creative inspiration.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think, you know, for a lot of, you know, I've noticed this in a lot of people that are very talented in the arts, and they seem to somehow their work just becomes more incredible than it already was. And I've thought about that a lot, you know, like, wow. But that's a good point. It's bringing that clarity in again, so that, you know, we can live in alignment to our purposes, or our, you know, whatever we're doing, our missions. I love that.
You know, also when you're creative, you have access to so much. And so you're probably already trying to manage everything that you have coming in. And so being able to discern better, and feel more, I think the ritual master path also helps you to ground. Like, people tell me all the time now I'm so grounded, which, you know, I really don't have earth. I don't know how I got so grounded. But if they think so, it's great. But it really helps you to ground into yourself. And it's, you know, like, you become that anchor. So in being creative, I think that's what I was saying. You can access so many levels of energies. And so, you know, this process of really purifying ourselves And working with, you know, our darkness and our light, I really think helps the entire creative process, because you can recognize and discern better. And also in that purification, you have the choice where you're creating from, you know, and what inspiration you want to bring in, and what is your purpose in that creation, and what is the meaning and the, you know, the purposefulness. So I think all of that then translates to our awareness and what we can really access, and the effect.
Thank you. That is beautiful. Yeah, that really makes a lot of sense. And I'm sure that's going to really, you know, help people that are, you know, on that path to, you know, take that step if they feel the call. If
Yeah,
they
I hope
feel,
so.
yeah.
I hope so.
So thank you so much. Our time has whizzed by. It goes so quickly.
It really does.
And we're so grateful to have you on the show, and hopefully we can get you back on to talk about other things, other classes and other experiences that you've had in the Mystery School.
I would love to.
Lovely. Thank you so much. And thank you
Thank you.
everybody for joining. Take care.